Well, greetings and thanks for opening this email. Well, if you've been around Christ the Rock for more than a year, then you know that sometime each December, I try to remind us of what God's done through the church over the past year, and then also to ask us to help to finish the year strong financially. Well, in the next couple of minutes, I want to share with you a side of our story that we don't often talk about. Christ the Rock is all about reaching and restoring. In fact, our church has a reputation in the Fox Valley as a safe haven to heal. Now, fulfillment of our core calling has taken many shapes over the years, but some of God's best work through us happens out of the public's eye, in small classrooms and in groups. Now, Christ the Rock offers individual and family counseling to anybody in need in whatever situation they find themselves in. We have over 40 trained lay counselors who offer no fee-based counsel and referral to anybody who asks. Now, sessions are offered during the day, the night, and the weekends, whenever the need warrants. Now, those counselors touched 339 lives in 2013 through times of emergency triage, referral, and ongoing counseling. Now, even with the regular training program in place to bring more counselors on board, there's still always a waiting list for those in need. Well, because of that need, we've also established a growing number of support groups for specific areas of care and struggle. We've offered groups and classes that dealt with pornography and substance addictions, sexual abuse, and growth groups for marriage issues in all stages of life. Over 230 individuals from the church and community have attended one of these groups this past year. We've also been active in trying to meet local needs in the valley through things like our community gardens, where Christ the Rock has set aside 20 acres of land that is offered primarily to the Hmong community to grow fresh produce to support their families throughout the year. And of course, our Thanksgiving meal that feeds over 3,000 individuals each season while providing the opportunity to develop new long-term relationships. One example this year involved a YMCA staff member. Gladys is 87 years old and works the welcome counter at the lower level of the Appleton YMCA. She worked every Thanksgiving, and for the past 7 or 8 years, she's ordered a meal for herself and for a few of the others that work the holiday. Many of the people that work on Thanksgiving at the Y would otherwise be alone. So the meals we delivered this year gave their staff an opportunity to sit down with each other and share a meal as a family. Now, we also provide benevolence help to those in need who attend the church while providing thousands of dollars each year to support Leaven, which is a community-based organization for those in need the most. Do you know that we have a food pantry? Well, we do have a food pantry on site for those who need immediate assistance with feeding their families during times of personal crisis. Our pantry has given many thousands of pounds of food away this past year. And who would have thought that weddings and funerals would become one of our best outreach opportunities? Christ the Rock is often sought after to officiate couples who want to get married, as well as by those families who have lost a loved one and may not have a church home to facilitate a final goodbye. So far this year, we've officiated 33 weddings and 10 funerals. In addition, we're building a community of care to help our bodies stay connected with each other during good and challenging times. We call these agents of care community shepherds. Currently, we have 27 individuals serving in this role, caring for just under 700 families. Our goal is to see over 100 shepherds in place in the coming year. Well, your impact has also been felt by people that you may never meet. Because restoration and healing is needed beyond our walls, we support missional work locally and around the world. In fact, Christ the Rock is currently at work in 5 countries: Romania, India, Mexico, Haiti, Africa, and of course the U.S. Keep checking our website to look for new stories of how lives are being touched and changed. Well, this is just a snapshot of what your giving has made possible this year, and I didn't even mention the hundreds of children and students who are touched every week through Sun Harbor, AMPed, Breakout, and Narrow Path. All of this would not be possible without your financial support. You are the fuel that keeps the vision alive and growing. So all this to say, thank you for being so faithful and answering the call to give. In a few weeks, we're going to close the books on 2013 and open them anew for 2014. So please consider the church in your holiday giving this year. The depth of our impact in people's lives depends on it. So thanks for listening. And on behalf of the elders and the staff, we wish you a blessed Christmas and a fruitful New Year.